Hello everyone, I am Avesh and today I am presenting AIC Level 2 Capstone project on the topic of ICFR means Internal Control over Financial Reporting. So its tool is more relevant for the CA firms where we observe like most of the time we spend on the documentations part and collecting the information. So if suppose we are in an engagement and they start from the Monday, we our 40% time goes to the document collection that coming from the three different sources. And on the very next day, we starting analyzing and cleansing those data that coming from the different sources. And on the third day, we starting analyzing those and keep recording our recommendation on that. And on the final day, on the weekend, something we have on our plate to showcase that something that relevant to the client, that fruitful to the client. And sometimes your junior who is learning from you, he's thinking that you are just playing with the format and putting the numbers. So here the solution is trying and sometimes a lack of regulatory compliances as well. So here what the problem this tool is try to solve is it reduce the time we spent on analyzing part. Here that the information that we collected we can populate in that, and this tool help us to compliance with the frameworks. It could be COSO framework, internal auditing standards, or that guideline issued by the ICI and other SOX compliances that is internationally standard as well. This tool is help to comply with all those. And here the information that come from three different sources, it could be inconsistent. If suppose we have a team of 5 members that are working on different can say different modules, the information or their format could be different. So all the inputs that coming from different source we can put into this and we can get a consistent report. And here another point is what this tool do. So it's a very organized way. It provide us the report that you that CA can analyze that and that thing that it help them in many other way. Like say it instant extraction that suppose we give the input to the tool, it immediately we get and identify the gap analysis, bug paper export we can do from this automated RCM, COSO framework, and we have another the admin portal as well on that. And it provides us the metrics that show us the high risk, mid and low risk area. And obviously this reduce our time and cost. And here the security and all things we keep in the mind when we design this tool. And let me quickly goes to the demo for the session, and after that if time permit we can go for question and answer as well. So here if you see on my screen, here we have a tool called ICFR Audit Copilot Pro. And if you see on the screen, we can provide the client name for the period and the framework. If you see the drop down, we have SOX, IFC, SOX, S2, all the different framework and standards listed here. And here we can provide the name by default is senior auditor. And if you want, we can provide the name of the person. Let's say here I'm just giving my name, and here I'm just giving the company name as a ABC Limited. And here I have a quickly problem of AP invoices that over the time SOPs and what the guideline company have. So I am just putting into the system and I'm expecting an audit from generator output for this SOP. So just it's processing here. And if you look into the system, it will take hardly 30 or 40 seconds to generate a report that take us almost 1 day. to analyze and prepare a report. Let's see. And we prepare it. Yeah, and here we go. You see here it's an interesting dashboard. This report is generating here in the dashboard. You can see total controls is identified, high risk area, gaps identified, managed, and here for the every executive summary, you will find that the audit recommendation just beside or below the in the table, and it shows us the graphic charts as well. And if you see here, one is executive dashboard, then RCM matrix. It's about risk control matrix, and it shows high risk area, lowest, moderate, weak. It's all information that is generated by this tool. And you can see here the likelihood and all. It's a matrix is automatically generated by the system. And here the gap analysis, and here the COSO map. It's a very interesting and user-friendly report, and that we can download in PDF and Excel format as well. So here it's a very interesting tool, and one of the big CA firm told me that we are uh, faster. We were faster, just not because we are working harder, but we are not investing or wasting our time on those things which do not require brain. So if the things that do not require brain, we can use these tools or that would help us to reduce our time. So based on these reports, we can give a qualitative report to the client, and we can analyze our and spend our time on the important area that could help the client. And this is all from my side. Thank you. Thank you so much.